So what we're going to demonstrate here today is how to use Nurgle's Foul Stink to your advantage and kind of show the power of Nurgle's Foul Stink. If you don't know what it is, essentially any lord or hero has the chance to show up with the trait Nurgle's Foul Stink, which is enemy leadership -5 in the local region. And that stacks inside the region. So the more characters you have with that trait, the lower the enemy leadership in that particular region will be. So you can see we've got one lord with that trait, 2 heroes here, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. So we've got 12 characters in the region with Nurgle's Foul Stink, which is obviously 12 times 5 is -60 to leadership in the region. Now this is not by any means as high as it can go. If you can get this to 80 or 90, then you'll watch as the enemies that you fight auto-route, and I'll probably demonstrate that later in the video. I still need to pick up a couple of more heroes that actually have the trait, though. As a matter of fact, I should check that real quick. Yeah, we don't have anything available to recruit right now. So I'll go ahead and make the attack here. And we'll make it with Goros. Now, I'm not going to bring in all of my reinforcements. I'm going to lightning strike this. This is solely to demonstrate the effect of Nurgle's Foul Stink in the region itself. They don't have to be in the battle with you, just present in the same region. So we're going to lightning strike this. Are we not? There we go. I was going to say. Which means this army will be facing Grombrindle plus the settlement stack. And obviously, Grombrindle, very high rank. His army, as you can see, is very high rank, and dwarves have very high leadership. And we'll do an open field battle to demonstrate this as well. Because I think it's actually easier to demonstrate in an open field battle than it is in a settlement battle. But the effect is the same.
Dark Warbot!
First, let's get rid of the towers. So you can see, just from just from one throw of a stone, it crushes the enemy leadership right away. Make sure we have. So already we've got a broken unit, and we haven't done anything. And obviously that's not normally what you would see happen. Dwarves would stick around forever. Now that's not to say that they're routing off the battlefield right now. They're not. But once you start a chain route, then everything will shatter and break. So we're going to go ahead and just throw a hole in the wall. And we're going to bombard these hammerers. And you can see just how quickly their leadership falls. So there's one unit already gone. That would be a much more apt demonstration if I actually was trying to do this efficiently. I could give you an idea of what happens when you cause a chain route, which is why an open field battle is much better to demonstrate this. It's easier to grab a chain route in an open field battle than it is in a settlement battle. But obviously, you can see the effect of what's happening. So I have a lot of artillery in the city center. So what we'll do is we'll actually take out their towers over here. And then we'll take out their artillery. And we'll send the Minotaurs in to start seeing if we can cause a chain route to happen. Because our Cygors are going to run out of ammo fairly quickly. See if we can get all of their artillery routed. Again, obvious statement is obvious, but normally you would not see a dwarf unit routing that quickly. Don't have a ton of ammo left, so I'm going to go ahead and just randomly get rid of it here. Alright, so that's going to be it for ammo for our Cygors. And we'll just leave them over here. There we go. So now we'll pull our Minotaurs in through the holes that we've created. Again, I'm not going to do this as efficiently as I could. This is really just to demonstrate breaking their leadership. Which you can see happens really quickly. Now we'll take out Grombrindle to eliminate the effect that they have on Lord nearby, to further crash their leadership. And you can see exactly what's happening here, right? It's even with Grombrindle, his leadership just fluctuates up and down. Now, if we kill Grombrindle, which I gotta find him.
Do not shame your ancestors! Our clans will shun us!
I think we might have already killed him. They'll get another further penalty for Lord dead. Oh, there he is. Let's take him back outside and eliminate him completely. We want him not just off the battlefield, but we want him dead. Okay, so now we can go back inside, and they'll further have a leadership penalty for Lord has recently died. So that's another minus 16. So now it's really just a matter of cleaning things up, because they'll immediately start to rout as soon as you jump on them. Obviously, like I said, I'm not doing this as efficiently as I could. I'm probably taking more damage than I would normally. But the idea here is just to demonstrate how quickly you can get enemy units to rout off the battlefield. And that's it. So they still had a ton of units over here, and a ton of units left with full health that just rout because of Nurgle's Foul Stink. So it's a really effective way to minimize your casualties in a battle, and also to quickly get a battle over with, because the leadership crash will take care of units that you would normally have to clean up yourself. So there's the first demonstration of that. Let's see if we can also demonstrate this in an open field battle. Alright, so now we'll use Thorgrim. It really doesn't matter. All of these are very high leadership, but we'll use Thorgrim's army as an example.
This is not in the Damaskron.
And this time we'll use Kazrak to demonstrate it. And again, this demonstration... Oh, sure. I can't demonstrate it for you. They're out of range. Alright, well... Pull everybody in, get ready for an attack this next turn. It will give you a good idea of exactly the power of Nurgle's Foul Stink, and we'll probably end up having both of these armies attack us. I'm not sure that they'll have further reinforcements that come in or not. Just trying to find some good positioning here. Well, it'll be less effective since they just assassinated one of our characters now. I'm going to let that underway interception go, because I really want to demonstrate this in open field. Figure out where we can go to be out of the way for a few turns. Let's try up here.
They are chaos! Good left. Swore. We rock to left.
Alright, I'm going to end here. We'll cut this back together. Okay, so we're back to demonstrate an open field battle with Nurgle's Foul Stink as the trait. First thing I want to demonstrate here, or show, is what the accumulation we've got now is as far as the number of heroes. So heroes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This Lord has it for 5. This Lord has it for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14. I believe that's correct. So starting with Goros, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 14 times 5, which is 70, minus 70 to leadership. And I know I showed it before, but just so everybody can see it, Nurgle's Foul Stink gives you minus 5 to enemy leadership in the local region. They don't have to be involved in the battle, they just have to be in the same region. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move everybody just a tiny bit closer to these guys in case we need to actually have reinforcements, because I have no idea what's behind it. But and some of these hordes actually need to start picking up some bestial rage. Kazrak's going to be the one who makes the attack. and he doesn't have any Nurgle foul stinkers in his army. I'm just going to put all these guys on raid stance. Alright, so we're set up. I'm going to go ahead and have Kazrak make the attack on Thorgrim.
Would do this.
Just taking a look at his army, it's fairly high level. He's got one unbreakable unit, but the rest are, you know, standard dwarf units, and they're all gold chevron, pretty much. So, very high ranking army. So we'll go ahead and make the attack. And I'm going to lightning strike it. I don't even need to lightning strike it. It's an ambush. So this is really going to be a good demonstration, because we'll get an extra bonus to leadership because it's an ambush. I'm not going to do this in a traditional ambush setup. I'm actually going to make them come to me, because it will better demonstrate breaking their leadership. And let's make sure that we're in range. We are. Start it up. So we'll go ahead and we'll just have them all hit the hammers in the front line. And watch the effect that it has. Well, we can't because they disappeared on their leadership. Let me go ahead and move these guys up just a little bit. So again, as they come into view, we'll start to see. So you can see that almost immediately breaks their leadership just by hitting them with a volley. This unit is already going to be off the field. This is another unit already going to be off the field. So the effects are pretty impressive. Normally, a dwarf unit would not rout that quickly. And you can see they're all starting to rout. Now they aren't shattered. They're obviously just leaving the battlefield. But the more of these that go into that state, the more likely you are to cause a mass rout. And obviously the only one we won't break is the unbreakable unit in the Dragonback Slayers. So I'm going to start breaking up the fire a little bit. And we'll see if we can't start to cause a chain rout. And of course the other thing that helps us too is for each one of the units that goes off the battlefield, they take another penalty to their leadership. go ahead and get rid of the Dragonback Slayers, which are the only unbreakable unit. The other thing to note is you can have a lot more of these heroes in your army. So there we go. Now we're starting to cause a chain rout. Their friends are all routing around them. And then it's just a matter of cleaning up the artillery, which is also now starting to rout. Even Thorgrim is broken at this point. And then there goes the rest of the army with the army loss penalty. And assuming the Dragonback Slayers are dead, which they are, we'll be able to mass rout the rest of the army with the army loss penalty. So obviously, because they had an unbreakable unit in there, we took some casualties and their artillery did some damage to us, but under normal circumstances you'd never get a Dwarven army to rout this fast, and that's not with the maximum number of heroes and lords that you could have with the trait. You know, you keep adding that up and eventually you just get an automatic rout. So they come on the battlefield, you fire a couple of salvos of artillery at them and the entire army breaks and routs and you don't have to do anything. So the potential to use Nurgle's Foul Stink to just steamroll a map, like if you wanted to do entire map completion or something like that, the potential is there with Nurgle's Foul Stink to make that really, really easy. It would just be a matter of sacking, raising settlements, and then moving on. So just time, really. But anyway, that's a demonstration in the open field of Nurgle's Foul Stink. And how it can be used to exploit the enemy, especially enemies with high leadership. So thanks for watching, and do hit that subscribe button. It does help grow the channel. Leave any comments down below, questions you might have. Let me know what you think of Nurgle's Foul Stink.